This is Planet Coaster 2. It's a roller coaster tycoon park management style game. Let's jump on in and see what we've got in store, shall we? And so, welcome to Potato Park. This is where we are hopefully going to be creating the ultimate roller coaster and pool experience. That's right. Anyway, I should point out straight at the top of this video that this video has been sponsored by the developers Frontier Developments. You can check out the game linked down in the description below. A lot has changed in this game over the course of the last, well, just about year, actually. And Update 6 has just dropped, and there's a whole bunch of new stuff, and some of it I am going to be showcasing here today. So, what is up with this park? Well, here is where we have our little park entrance. This is where all of the visitors are going to be coming in. We currently have $0 ticket prices, which is honestly about what I would expect for an empty field at this point. However, we are hopefully going to be turning this area into something a little bit more interesting. Now, I'm a big fan of pools. Just in Roller Coaster Tycoon games, I am a big fan of pools. And so I think we want to start with a pool. Maybe on this sort of like plateau-esque area. So yeah, let's see if we can maybe try and get ourselves a wave pool is not necessarily a bad idea, but I mean a starter pool, yeah, I mean I don't hate any of that, but I think we're probably going to create a custom pool in order to try and just sort of manufacture something that is a little bit more interesting than we otherwise might expect to see. Maybe something like this. Okay, looking pretty darn good. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Use the contours of the environment. And yeah, let's bang that in there. So that immediately wipes out about 50% of my entire available capital. However, that's fine. Right, let's get some amenities, I suppose, set up around this pool. We're also going to get access, obviously, from up here. And we'll allow our guests to get down to this area, and hopefully we'll be fine. Don't worry about my money, though. I mean, we have the opportunity to take out a plentiful number of loans and a plentiful amount of cash in the form of loans, so I'm definitely going to be utilizing that. But for now, let's sort out the access and see where that takes us. All right, looking good. We've got changing rooms here. We've got a lovely sort of delightful slow step down to this area, which I think is absolutely perfect. I do still need to sort out the electricity distribution system and the water distribution system, both of which will come in a little bit. But the point that I was trying to... There we go, that's perfect. The point that I was trying to get done... Excellent. Was that I wanted to make sure that we had some staff facilities, which I am going to allow to open up, and we're also going to allow you to open up, but that's fine. We can't do that at the moment. Is it because I have got a little ledge here? I think it is indeed. And I will sort that out by doing that. And that out by doing that. Excellent. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Let's get you opened, and let's get you opened as well. Brilliant. Okay, there's no guest services near the pool. Yep, I know we're gonna deal with that in just a second. We're also going to... The park is open, so people are able to get in. However, I think I'm gonna have to put some prices up. I mean, guests will not pay this much. They won't even pay a singular dollar. What about will they pay for a pool pass? Full price? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, they'll be willing to pay $7. Okay, well then we'll give them free entry, and then we will allow them to pay $7 to get access to the pool. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, pool is unsafe. Yep, we will deal with this, and then we will also get some guest services as well. To be fair, we have yet to sort out any of the sort of... Okay, we're going to need a lot of lifeguards in order to cover this entire area in order to make it safe. But that's easy enough to do. Okay, good. Delete that. There's no guest services. Yep, we will get guest services set up in just a second. But I want to get some pool extras. I want to get some cool pool stuff. So definitely a high diving board, you know, something to keep people occupied. Maybe get a couple of those. I mean, this is just an absolutely monstrous thing. We'll maybe get like a few wave machines as well over here. just so that we can start creating a little bit of a wavy environment. Maybe just at this end over here. Either way, pool pass. It's a good looking pool. I mean, look, it's not going to necessarily win any awards, but it's kind of nice. And I wonder, yeah, maybe some flumes as well to complement the whole operation. Either way, at least we are starting to see a few guests come down into the sort of main body of the park, which is very nice. We've obviously got some changing rooms over here, which is very, very cool. What did I need to get? I needed to get guest services as well. So, yeah, let's maybe see if we can try and nab ourselves a guest services. Yeah, I think guest services can probably squeeze in, like, here? Yeah, just in front of the changing rooms. Is that gonna be out with the range of my little distribution center up here? I actually think it might be. That's a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. But I mean, look, we're gonna need to get another distribution center, probably like over here, in order to get you operational. In order to get you operational anyway. But more important than that, we'll get. Yeah, this. Yeah, we'll get this over here. Tuck it away there. Because I want to do something with this little plateau up here. And that is very, very, very exciting. Because I suspect I'm going to put my first roller coaster at least somewhere over here. I really want to capitalize on some of these absolutely delicious caves, caverns, that sort of stuff. We want to absolutely do something like that if we at all possibly can. Pool pass. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got a lovely pool. You know, the rock and the trees in here, that's an aesthetic choice. Definitely all behind it. We are definitely all for that. We can delete that now because it's all sorted, and we can get the guest services facility up and running. This is looking great. All right, so I do want to get a roller coaster up here, but here's what I'm currently thinking. I've got a lovely pool on this level. I'm going to keep the rest... Yeah, I'm going to keep the rest of this plateau for, like, administrative stuff. More like shops, souvenirs, etc. Stuff that we can do that will generate money that is not, you know, like... I guess, park related. As I say, roller coaster going to be there. Maybe another roller coaster up here. And then what I'm going to put down here is I'm going to put down all of the flat rides that we can just kind of like place like so. So what have we got here? We've got Viking teacups. We've got the Planet Coaster teacups, Resort teacups, Viking upswing, Mythology teacups, and Aquatic teacups. So lots of teacups. But, I mean, probably only space for, like, 3. So, the Viking upswing is going to be something that we can do fairly easily. So, let's get that rotated around and perhaps plonked down right about there. That's good. Let's give this a little bit of a tidy as well. Okay, there we go. Slight repositioning, but that is good as far as I'm concerned. So that's going to be one. I just want to get the teacup stuff. I want to get the stuff that we know is going to, you know, it's an old classic. We'll get it in place just so that we've got stuff down. We'll get that in there. Yeah, I know it's costing me an arm and a leg, but it'll be worth it, trust me. So we got some teacups. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we got the teacups, we got the upswing. Yeah, speaking of, by the way, we need to crack on with some research, but I'm gonna get this linked up from the bottom of my absolutely lovely walkway down, and then we're gonna see if we can try and bring down again another sweeping set of stairs that can go over there. Entrance will be over here. Superb. And then the exit will just sort of curve onto there. So that is fine. Now again, power is going to be the issue, but I'm trying to build with can we hide you under the stairs actually? That's maybe a bit of a bad idea, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, power distribution is set up. Maybe we'll get some walls and hide that more comprehensively a little bit later on. But at least the Viking operation can now go into full force, and the mythological teacups can also start operating. It's going to use power, but you know, it's a classic. It's 2 classic rides. I feel like we can be reasonably happy with how that's looking. Good. Very, very good indeed. Income yesterday, absolutely diddly squat. How much are we charging? $8.44? That's quite a lot for teacups. Or maybe it's not. $7.12 for the upswing. Okay. I'm happy with that. That's good. We do need to actually think about staff just in general. So, you know, a janitor, you know, that would be a sensible thing to do. A mechanic, you know, just the sort of basics. Vendor, we don't actually need, and the lifeguard, we actually, I do believe, auto-hired the lifeguard. Yep, there we go. We auto-hired the lifeguards when we bought the chairs, which is kind of nice. This is looking good. I mean, it's not a very dynamic pool at the present moment, but you know that's okay. We got loads and loads of people in it, which is great. How are we doing in terms of park profit? Actually, not bad. Okay, so variable income, i.e., we're actually making money. We made $525 from the pool pass. Guest services sales, $24. Not bad. Not bad. And then costs, we're paying a hell of a lot for the power, the shop, and the staff. Ignore the $40,000 construction cost. Ignore that, and we're profitable. We've never been more profitable as far as I'm concerned. Okay, that's good. Let's let this run. Let's see where that leaves us, and then we will pick things back up and hopefully build ourselves a big old roller coaster. Right, do you want the good news or the bad news? The good news is that we have sorted out our sort of administrative area that I was referring to. Let's put it in 1x speed there. There we go. Yeah, so sorted out the administrative area. Yep, we're gonna just get all of these buildings open. Great, get those lovely little shutters up. Fantastic. That's looking good. Okay, so the only thing is that I think customers are really after are some of these services. So let's at least sort that out. Teacups 3, it's not accessible. It should be accessible, I think. Park entrance is not accessible from the exit. Oh, the exit is around there. Whoops. Well, what can I say? Sorry, I suppose is probably what I say on this occasion. There we go. We'll just get that. Just get that. That's a very ugly, not properly designed walkway there, but it'll do for now. The point is that this area is looking great, and I am running low on the old money. We have got, by the way, we got a restaurant over here, which I think is kind of cool. This is an aquatic restaurant, or an aquatic themed restaurant. Look at this. This is very, very cool. I like the octopus as well. Very nice. We've also got a souvenir shop. This is a modular souvenir shop, which is also, again, pretty darned cool. I really like how you can design all of this sort of stuff. Very, very, very particularly. Very cool. Let's get you opened. That's good. And hopefully we will be able to at least turn a profit on some of these things. Obviously, it's a long-term bet. It's not for now, but we'll at least start the process. Oh man, look at this. The pools are looking good. Okay, let's have a little look at the stats. Park rating is where it is all at. And you can immediately see what my issue is. Unique attractions. I don't have any unique attractions. I've got a pool, which is a pool, but I need to be getting a fancy roller coaster, something, you know, that I have designed to be unique in and of itself. The great news is that the guest experience, I mean, it's literally never been better. I wish this park was a food shop, a drink shop. Can't find a haystack dryer, somewhere to sit down. We've just fixed those two. We can fix these two in a little bit, so that's fine. We will get dealing with that in a little bit. We also need to turn our attention to some roller coasters. We have the opportunity to build a chain lift coaster. Do I want to maybe get a water coaster or something? A transport single-decker bus, flat ride, flumes, all of this research to be getting on with. I mean, a wooden coaster. I'm gonna get a wooden coaster, and then I guess probably water coaster after that, and then up to chain lift coasters, potentially, as well. So that's good. These things, as I say, probably won't make money, at least not immediately, but that's okay. It's okay. Financially, we should be fine. We're definitely gonna be improving our financial performance as we go. For now, though, I think we are just gonna take out an absolutely huge loan. How much can we take out? We can take out a lot. We can take out a lot. Okay. Another 50k. I think we're going to take out like 20k. I think that's going to be enough. I think that's going to be our... That's got to be our limit for this roller coaster, right? That has got to be the limit for the roller coaster. Let's have a little look. So, I'm obviously going to create a custom, but we need to be thinking about what type of custom coaster it is going to be. An Ultra Spinner coaster? A Vector Return Mark II? I mean, that's going to cost me 20k just to get cracking. That's a heck of a lot of money. That is a heck of a lot of money. Here I am thinking that I can do a roller coaster on the cheap. What a joke that is. Okay. Let's at least try. Even if it ends up costing us a little bit of cash. By a little bit of cash, I mean let's try and not worry about it. Right. I'd like to go up to the top here and then around and down. Maybe should have changed around the orientation of this, but that's fine. Let's see what we can do. We are going to try and get a chain up. Yep, that is perfect for now. Do I want to change the length / direction of this? No, I'm quite all right with that. Keep on chaining up. That's good. And then we're going to level out. Yep. Level out in a configuration up at the top here. That's the one. Although we'll have to have chain up to this point. And then place that there. All right, now into level. Now we want to go this way. Perfect. As steep as you can go, as steep as the angle can go, and we will start the process of banking as well, and maybe down just a little bit. Nice. Okay, this is gonna be a spooky one. I want to go up a bit because I want to give the illusion of a regular ride. Or at least the illusion of something that isn't horrifically terrifying. Yeah, so something like that. That's good. Money-wise, I'm coping. Let's just not look too closely. Right. Good. Okay, so if we're going to be able to get here, I mean, we may need to adjust this bit of the track. This bit of the track there. But we effectively want to get to this point. And then we just want to go, like, straight down. Yeah, we want to go straight down, and we want to try and do some serious corner action. This is going to give guaranteed whiplash. If you don't leave my roller coaster with at least a semi-serious case of whiplash, then then you get your money back. That's it. Right. Looking very nice. Okay. Perfect. See, this is exactly what I was after. Okay, good. If this isn't unique, I don't know what is. Into there. Excellent. Keep twisting. That's looking pretty good. Is that a little bit too close to the... Is that a little bit too close to the pillar? It might be. It might be. Maybe take it back a little bit. Untwist. Take it back a bit more. Yeah, because we can always go... We can always go again. Twist around this way. Yeah. There we go. Much better. Perfect. That's actually gone from being quite an intense ride to quite a tame one. I wonder if we bring it back outside again. I almost feel like that's exactly what we do. Let's do it. Nice. And what about down here? I absolutely love that. This is looking brilliant. This is looking fantastic. Oh man, this is excellent. And I've got 6k to finish this once in a lifetime roller coaster design. Okay. Let's try not create too much chaos. He said, trying to create a heck of a lot of chaos. Right, no. We need to be going out. We need to be going out this way. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, it's fine enough. And over here, up, and in. That is not the right angle to actually go into the cave. But because this is such, I feel like because this is such a technical track, we're gonna make it work. Don't worry, we're gonna make it work. All right, this is what we have got here. This this is probably not gonna work just on this basis alone. I feel like we need to maybe tweak this a little bit, but we can do that. We can do that in a little bit. We don't need to necessarily worry about things too much at the present moment. I also didn't do any helixes or anything like that. This is as unique as it gets. We're gonna test the coaster. This ride isn't accessible. That's fine. It doesn't need to be accessible right now. Okay. Hold on to your everything, I suppose. Because this is about to get... I mean, I'm glad these torsos are here with me. Oh boy. Oh boy. I just worry if... I just think that we won't get enough speed up here. If we don't get enough speed up for this first bit, we clear this... Oh. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's not looking good. Oh? It's fine. This is good. This is exactly the vibe that I was going for. No, not the rolling backwards bit. Not the rolling backwards bit. That was a little bit surplus to requirement. What I was going for was a nice chill vibe for the start, and then it goes insane. Right, let's fix this and get this corner moved a little bit closer. All right, I think we've taken a little bit of the edge off. Only a tiny bit, mind you. The theory is that this will at least allow us to get over the hump. Still an absolutely insane ride. There must be, I don't know, more G's in this than, I don't know, giraffe? Well, there's actually only one G in giraffe, so I suppose there's not that many G's in this. Anyway, let's get back up to the top. Again, let's just chill out. Let's just chill out. Let's have a little look-see. We will open the test details as well. No excitement, no fear, no nausea. That's about to change. That is about to change dramatically. So, here it is. It's going to be chill. It's going to be nice and chill. Going to be nice and chill. And then, oh, you are suddenly right off the edge of the world. Beautiful. Whoa, yeah. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so the fear is high. The fear is very, very high. Lateral G's, vertical G's, etc. Excitement is nil. The fear is high. The nausea is high. Am I okay with that? You know what? I think I'm actually okay with that. It was actually going quite well, I think. There was an issue with the banking. Like, the banking should be different here. Because it's... Many guests think Wooden 1 is too scary. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the vibe, isn't it? The coaster's too extreme? Come on. Come on. Right, I'm going to fix this corner. And that may very well change things. But I just need to basically extend it out this way so it curves around in a much more sort of satisfying way. Believe it or not, I think that is exactly that is exactly what I'm after. That is quite literally exactly what I'm after. So we're going to come down. It's going to be a little bit more gradual in the sense that it will be always sort of going down, and the G-force will always be in your seat. So yeah, we will test, and then we will get this sucker opened. That's what I'm after. Okay, so I've changed things slightly. We no longer do the second loop. It was just too for people and too fearful. So I've kind of like toned it down a little bit. I think this is I think this is an appropriate... I mean, it's decent, I think. I don't think it's going to set the world alight. You know, excitement is a little bit low, presumably. Oh, yeah, there's a little litter in the park. We'll deal with that in just a sec. It's also going to be cheaper, which is quite nice. But either way, we're going to at least get this thing open. Let's get an entrance over here. The exit is going to go at the other side there. And connect the entrance to a path. So, the real question is, where do I want it to be? Where do I want it to be? Oh, yeah, queue. I do need a queue, actually. Because, of course, it's going to be so wildly popular that we need to have a queue system in place. Now, here's what I'm kind of thinking at the present moment. I'm thinking that we want to try and have... yeah, an elevated walkway that goes all the way back to, like, here. Yeah, perfect. And then from there, we will just get ourselves a regular path from here all the way along. Boom. Over to here, which is quite nice. However, the exit is going to exit down into our... I don't know, retail area? That's kind of the vibe. So, let's see. Will that go underneath? I may need to finagle this a little bit. There we go. That's actually worked out quite nicely. Yeah, instead of sort of adjusting the height here, I've just gone a little bit further out, and we've created something that I think is a little bit more unique, and hopefully a little bit more visually appealing. Right, let's get this coaster open. I think it's going to do decent money, but, I mean, it's not going to pay itself back for a heck of a long time. We also that should definitely bump up the unique attractions vibe. That's certainly what I'm going for. And look, that is just the first of what I hope will be a couple of decent parks. Oh yeah, there is a lot of litter. Yeah, we do need to get that sorted. I will absolutely sort that. Money-wise, how are we doing? Park profit? Yeah. Not ideal, but that's fine. Let's not worry about it. It's okay. What type of themed bins do we want to have? Mythological bins? Village Heart bins? Viking bins? Let's get a Viking bin. Why not? Get a Viking bin in a couple of different places. Maybe a few over there. Yeah, maybe one over here. One there. And one, maybe two over here. I think that's pretty decent. Yep, not bad. And we do have a singular janitor, but I think that janitor will probably need to be complemented by a colleague now. And that's good. Okay, believe it or not, we're still on day one. Yeah, I should probably let the game just run a little bit and see how that ends up treating us. We're gonna see our first guest come along. Fantastic. How much are you gonna be paying to get on here? 12 bucks? Lifetime profit is $13,000 down the drain. Marvelous. Got some brave customers attempting the ride for the first time. Let's see what they think. Hey, look, it's so expensive. What are you talking about? I just spent $13,000 on this. This is not expensive. This is value. This is absolute value. Right. Obviously, when the park is bustling, it's definitely gonna feel. Oh, you got turned away? You didn't fancy a shot? Right. Well, let's see what these guests end up thinking after their little excursion. There we go. Woo! Yeah, you enjoyed yourselves? I sure as heck hope so. Happy on a ride? I mean, that's good. They seem to be... I didn't have to queue long. I'm excited to get going. Okay, well, as long as nobody is thinking, this is a terrible ride, then I'm going to chalk that up as a win. Heck yeah. It's always the classics that end up being popular. Yeah, there's obviously no queue for the teacups here. Are we actually making money from the teacups? Projected daily income 7,000, lifetime profit. We've actually turned a profit on a single ride. That is absolutely astounding, and I am thoroughly shocked. What about over here, the upswing? Let's have a little look. Wow. This is why we get the golden oldies, because they turn an absolute profit. Right, can I get resort teacups maybe? Can we like squeeze that in somewhere over here? Or the aquatic teacups, even, something like that. Or the planet coaster teacups. Now, the entrance and the exit are both here. And this is... It would work. It would absolutely work. The entrance needs to be... Yeah, let's do it. Okay. It's quite an expensive thing to do, but if people love teacups, then I will sort out the teacups. We will also introduce a little teensy tiny little bit of a queuing system. There we go. This is very nice. And we'll just get a sort of straight up exit back onto here. I honestly did not think that these rides would be that popular, but it absolutely makes total sense given how, well, up until very, very recently, people did not have much of an option. So, well, now they can either attempt a ride which probably won't kill them, or a ride which definitely won't. These being the rides that definitely won't. Also, speaking of rides, we need to see if we can try and make some progress in the old research department. Underground well and a water tower. Nah, not bothered about that. Solar panels. Yeah, I could maybe cut down my power bills if I costs power. Power is 5,000? That's a lot of power. That is a heck of a lot of power. Yeah, we could maybe cut down costs if we wanted to get a solar panel or a generator or something like that. Alternatively, we can just keep paying an extortionate amount of money. Also, look at that. Park rating is definitely creeping up. The unique attractions, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. One attraction for the next star. Yeah, we're working up there. We're working up to it. So that's fine. And we'll probably get a flume next, if I had to imagine. But speaking of flumes, why don't we see if we can try and get a better type of flume, or a more advanced flume, with all of the research that we've got, because I think that is exactly what we want to try and do. I love a flume. I absolutely love a flume. So what did we unlock in that? In Flumes 1, we got blueprints for the pink and the green one. That's a very technical terminology, isn't it? The pink one and the green one. The inner tube flume. Fine. Excitement 4, fear, nausea. What about you? I mean, how much would that cost? 12 grand? Or 9 grand? See, I think something like that. Yeah, I think something like that into the pool would be perfect. I mean, it quite literally would be. And we've even got the pretty much ideal spot for it, just next to the edge of this pool here. I obviously have about $9,762 less than I need to in the bank, but I think we should take out the cash and get that sorted. Actually, yeah, I know I'm gonna increase my loan. Heck yeah. What was it, $9,000? Easiest $9,000 that I've ever borrowed. Okay. And let's make sure that we keep a little bit of space. There we go. Let's make sure that we keep a little bit of space for the queue. We're going to connect the entrance to the path, and we are going to do a nice little queue here, because I suspect if people like pools, then they're going to love a flume. And so we're going to accommodate this, and we're going to merge onto there. Nice. Okay, let's give this a little test. We'll jump in here, and we'll open the test stats, so it makes me look and feel very official. Very good. I mean, apart from looking a little bit like a bit of a hallucination, I suppose there's not much to see on the inside of a flume, is there? Either way, it's a good test. It's a good test. We can be very happy about that. Let's get that sucker opened. Amazing. A few fireworks. That's good. Maybe there's a little bit of conflict with the fact that we are going to be depositing people right into the path of guests that are going to be jumping into the big pool, but that's fine. Right, I just need to let the guests experience the park. I know They just need to come here. They need to enjoy themselves. Look at the stats. The stats don't lie. We are making our way up through the unique attractions. 5 attractions for the next star. We've hit 1 star in the unique attractions. It's good. The scenery rating keeps on getting better. The attraction prestige is it's all right. And park reputation is all right as well. So we're climbing. We're getting there. This is good. And look at the number of guests that we've got. We've got 398 already in the bag. And that's only going to go up. At least I hope so anyway. It just went down. It's fine. It's fine. It's only temporary. I mean, I should have just gone into the flume business. Uh-oh. I guess has reported a case of pickpocketing. Okay, we'll address that in just a second. I just want to point out, by the way, this is my flume, the Outback flume. Look at this number. Look at this number. Projected daily income. $20,000. $20,000. Look at this queue. Look at this queue. That is absolutely outrageous. I tell you what the good thing is, though, is that we've got this flume platform here, and it now means that with this increased money that we're apparently making from all of these schmucks that are just deciding to go down my flume, which, you know, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love, it means that we can maybe start looking at another flume using the same platform, which would be kind of great. That'd be kind of great. All right, it's time to deploy a security guard. Yeah, it's clear that we need to start thinking about more than just the park itself. Also, what's up? Wooden has an expired service badge and its condition is degrading. While there's no service badge active. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, that is a problem. Yeah, maybe we just need to, like, reduce the price of this thing. This is not due to make a lot of, not due to make a lot of money. Yeah, where's the case of the guest pickpocketing? It's over here. Well, we've now got ourselves a security guard. Let's ignore the ride which I would want to ride on, frankly. Let's ignore that. Let's ignore the fact that it's going to lose me a lot of money. And instead, let's focus on the flumes. Let's focus on the flumes, shall we? The profit engine of my new water park empire. Right. I would love to make an H2O bowl thing, but we'll create a custom. It's the green one. That's the one that we've got that's brand new. Platform, I mean, up here. Sure, extend that up there, and then we will get the start from literally right here. Cool. That's a lot of money. That's an awful lot of money. Is there anything that I want to do that is fancy? Yes, I want to do lots of fancy stuff. I want to go big. And I want this to be an open flume as well, which is probably bad for the old health and safety. But that's fine. Right, get that placed. Get that placed. Yeah, where do we get a bowl from? Oh, yeah, I kind of like that. That's cool. Tumbles right. Yeah. Oh, I do like that too, actually. Well, let's maybe go and do this over the pool area. So the large vertical thingy that we've already got this down there. Let's maybe try and get a little bit closer to the ground. And what's the difference between these two bits? Okay, that's for going round a corner, which is probably what I want to do here. There we go. And let's see if we can try and go down now. And try and get it into a bit of a corner configuration. Yep. Nice. That's good. Can we, like, maybe... Can we maybe try and, like, weave it in between the existing ride that we've got? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's try and do it. Okay. Just a regular piece. Nice regular piece. Curve it round. We'll do that side. Nice. We are out of money, but that's okay because we have money left to take out. That's right. Another 10,000 confirmed loan increase. Yes, I know. We're gonna be giving ourselves a big old sales cut there. But you You gotta spend money to make money, and I am absolutely determined that we're gonna make the best flipping roller coaster park the world has ever seen. Okay, here. Yes, this is looking very, very nice, in fact. It's looking a little bit claustrophobic, but then we hit him with that. We hit him with that. We hit him with the go straight. And then we hit him with the big finale. Yeah, this is exactly what we're after. A huge roundabout suction down the hole thing like that deposits them. Whoa, that was cool. Nice. And yeah, I think we want the high-speed bowl that deposits them right there. Is that going to work? I think that's going to work. I think that is absolutely going to work. Let's test the ride, and let's let it go. Okay. So far, so good. No slippages over the edge. Very good. Very good. Maybe actually one of my best. Maybe one of my best. And plop right in the middle. That's quite a high excitement rating, I feel. Is that higher than the... Is that higher than this? 4.49? 4.27. Almost higher than... Almost higher than a coaster that came here. That we got by default. Either way, I'm actually... You know what? In terms of coasters, that's not half bad. Projected daily income is set at $850, but now, because we have 2 lifeguards, or we've got 1 lifeguard up here, but we've got 2 rides, I'm hoping that we can just go bash, 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 and get a whole bunch of people processed down and out of the zone. That's looking good. That's looking so good. How much are we charging for these things? $33 for Outback? And we're charging $2. Oh, I don't know. Maybe let's charge, like, I don't know, 25? There we go. That's more like it. 19,000 daily income. That is exceptional. There's pickpocketing over here. That's not good. We're going to hire another security guard. Yep. Sorry about that, people. We're going to hire another security guard. That's fine. All right. We're now making money. A pickpocket has been caught by the security guard and ejected from the park. Amazing. And in fact, I think... What are we up to? We're up to 1.8 stars. Yes! Fines issued. Plus $100. That is what I am talking about. Pickpockets caught 1 out of 3. Vandals caught 0 out of 0. We've not had any vandals yet, which is amazing. Also, I love a queue. I don't super love the fact that this operation is so miserable. But that's fine. That's fine. The flumes are more than making up for it. This is the beating heart of my operation. I cannot believe how many people are here. This is excellent. Flume 3 is paused until a member of staff arrives, but that's okay. It should be very, very quick indeed. Oh, this is amazing. I want to get more flumes. I want to get more flumes. Look at the money. Look at the money. Well, remarkably, my financial situation has improved immeasurably with the introduction of these 2 fumes. Flumes. Who knew that if you have a massive pool that attracts loads and loads of people, if you put rides that end in that pool, it turns out that you make a lot of money. I mean, maybe my first problem was that I built a big old pool. Although, look at this. Look at you. You're actually working. A whole $270 of projected income. That's amazing. That is fantastic. I mean, maybe I want to tweak operations a little bit. Minimum a quarter load. Yeah, let's say minimum a quarter load so that we can at least run it a little bit more regularly. Pickpocket has been caught by security and ejected from the park. Absolutely love to see it. We're up to 400 and 500 guests, 1.8 stars. We need 4 attractions for the next star. But most importantly, park cash, park profit. Park profit is actually positive. Oh my goodness. Okay, my loan amount is 41k. But I can pay off 11k, which would, I mean, completely eliminate my cash. But it would also decrease the sales cut, which I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, because we're making so much flipping money from these flumes here. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm actually thinking I'm going to increase... Okay, I'm going to increase the price a little bit. What about the price over here? Yeah, you know what? We'll increase it a little bit as well. That seems like an awful lot of money to be paying to just go on one singular flume. But look, let me tell you, folks, supply and demand. We have got the supply, and the demand is coming to us. It's excellent. All right, we're gonna get another flippin' flume. As soon as I got the money, we're gonna get another flume. What do I want to do research-wise? Powered track rides? I like the idea of that, actually. I like the idea of, like, a little go-kart thing. Yeah. I am very interested. Also, we could start maybe charging for a ticket price. Guests who pay for park expect cheaper entrance. Can I charge like $5? Yep. We'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll repair all vandalism. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll, make a little bit of extra money in the process, charging for the park. I mean, either way, this is looking pretty darn good. Maybe I should have put the queue over here in hindsight to stop, like, everybody getting out of the pool, walking all the way around, and then coming back to here. We could probably have a few more riders if we did think about that strategically. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm not really going to complain. I am not going to complain at all. The park value, by the way, has increased since the start of the game, which I think for me is frankly astounding. Yeah, lots of guests reporting pickpocketing, but I do have a good track record. I do have a good track record of catching them. Over 50%. I will hire one more member of staff just to try and deal with that. Also, let's get Chief Beef. Chief Beef is a restaurant mascot who we are going to get here. Excellent. Pickpocket has been caught by security. Chief Beef, we've got the restaurant for the Chief Beef, so it only makes sense if we get the Chief Beef mascot as well. Man, okay. What an incredible first day. Very, very, very cool. Yeah, we're still working on the unique attractions. We're gonna be moving through that quite rapidly. I want to get some flat rides as well. Special flat rides, tower flat rides. Special flat ride that looks like a merry-go-round or something like that. So we'll get that. A wheel flat ride, amazing. We're gonna get that sorted, and then tomorrow, after we get to the end of today, we are going to hopefully have enough money to purchase outright by ourselves some more flat rides, which are going to be profit-making machines. Although we're out of space here, I might have to think about where we put them. Either way, that's for tomorrow. And so, a few hours later, we get to the end of day report. This is looking pretty darn good. The park rating is definitely getting up there. Profit was, questionable. But that's the first day. And we start the second day with 6K, which is really flipping good. Yesterday's profit was negative. Look, it's the first day. We made loads of investments, and honestly, I could not have been happier how it all went. Now, we do need to sort out the bench situation, and in fact, that is definitely something that I am going to do in just a second here. But we need to be thinking next stages. Now, what I am specifically after is I think we double down on this whole flume situation. I really think we do. Are we in range? I mean, maybe there is a chance that we could get a little bit more research points. Same with some more rides, some more flat rides. I mean, yeah, there's some pickpocketing going on, but that's okay. Also, I'm thinking there's another big old plateau over here. Why not build a big old suspension bridge and see if we can try and make something happen at the other side? That might be quite interesting indeed. Remember, we do need 4 attractions, 4 additional unique attractions in order to make this whole thing work. A couple will be, or at least one will be a flume, absolutely 100%. But the others will probably be flat rides. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some benches down just around the place so that we can allow people to sit down, and then we can look to make a bridge across this area. All right, there's a few benches down. Put a few in that courtyard there. That's fine. Also, redid the queue over here so that theoretically the swimmers won't have to go all the way around. I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Right, bridge-wise, what are we going to do? So, I mean, I kind of want to do something a little bit special, I think. Yeah, so I think we're going to go for this, like, blue texture. I'm also going to toggle on some rails because, I mean, it just seems like a sensible thing to do. Do we want to add an extra path as well? I've also got just straight stuff set up. I mean, no, I don't want bins. I don't want bins every, like, every couple of squares. Although that is kind of cool that we can do bins across here. Yeah, you know, I think something like that. I mean, it's not going to cost me an insane amount of money. But I think that's kind of exactly what I am going for. Yeah. Nice. Let's go back to... what was it? The wooden one? No. What was my original path? Okay, next question is, what do we want to be doing up here? Well, first of all, I want to be utilizing the curve tool. Yeah, so we want to be set on curve so we can get some nice... good vibes in here. I'm also going to leave some bins along. I mean, what the heck? Why not? We can also get, yeah, we can also get, like, benches and stuff as well. We could leave benches on. We can leave bins on. I mean, whatever the heck we want to do, we can do it. Right. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. All right. Is that a position that I'm happy with? Is that a path that I'm happy with? It is good enough. I'm satisfied with it for now. Now, Viking teacups, Planet Coaster teacups, Aquatic Tiny Eye. Aquatic Tiny Eye, Resort Tiny Eye. Is there a difference in price? The Aquatic Tiny Eye is slightly more expensive, but it is also going to give me, presumably, a little bit more pizzazz. Let's get this right about there. The ride isn't accessible. Don't you worry about that. We are going to make ourselves a very simple little queue. And we can also punt down a non-queue exit just over to there, which is perfect. Absolutely love it. There's no power. We're going to have to add a power facility, connect a power cable, etc. Power distributor. Yeah, also a generator. A generator might not be the craziest idea to get working. Distributor, yeah. Let's see if we can try and punt it somewhere that's a little bit discreet. Keep it out of the way. I think that's perfect. And then how much is this going to set me back? Oh, $600. That's yeah, that is just money down the drain, really, because you don't see it. You don't see it. Right, so that should be powered up, I hope. I think it should be within range anyway. Yeah, I think it's within range. It might not be. I may very well need to move it ever so slightly. Are you now in range? You see the issue here? It only does 6 power. This is the small one. Why did I build the small one there? We need to build the larger one in order for it to function properly. So, yeah, let's get that in place. Let's get that in place. It's not that one, but yeah, we'll get it in place now. Okay, there we go. The real issue, actually, was that we are apparently just basically at full power capacity on the... If we have a little look here, you can have a little look at all of the sort of connection points. So what I've done is I've got a brand new connection point that is going to supply power to this entire area, and hopefully that will be enough to make everything work accordingly. Right, our park rating is already up to 2.2. That is amazing. We need 3 attractions for the next star. Let's keep up the good work. Let's go for another flat ride. Let's not go for another flat ride because we are out. We need a wheel flat ride. I have the opportunity to get a wheel flat ride. I suppose this is a wheel flat ride in a very roundabout way. This is what I'm after. I'm after a big ol' wheel. Let's do it. Let's get this into position. And yeah, insufficient funds, 2,800. We can take out another loan for that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We can take out up to 26,000. I know we did pay off the loan yesterday, but it's all right. We live in a state of perpetual debt, but that's okay. all, you know, the way that I like to think of it is that we live in a state of perpetual optimization. Right. There we go. Entrance, exit, etc. Let's go down here. Nice. And right over there. And very simply, we are going to open you up. Brilliant. Looking good. Okay, what is the financial projection? It's not happened yet, but that's fine. Park entrance is not accessible from the exit of Big Wheel. Ah, has this little bit of path ended up? There we go. Ended up not working. That's fine. Let's fix this. We'll just demolish this. Try again. Much better. Looking good. Looking very, very good. So, we should now have full connectivity. We should have no issues at all. It should all be walkable. I mean, it is a little bit far away, don't get me wrong, but it's fine. Also, is that 2 different color? Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Big wheel is big working. I like it. That makes me happy. It's looking good. Next, I think on the list is probably this thing. This is this skizzer. I think that's how you say it. We are gonna stick that probably right as close as we possibly can to this area. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit of tidying up beforehand. Always nice to yoink a little bit of additional cash in the process. But yeah, I think just chilling around the corner right about there. Path can't cross. Path can't cross. What about... it's so close. Right there. Perfect. That is what we are after. Right. The entrance will be round there, and the exit will be round here. The entrance is a nice long path, which we can definitely fit in if we are careful. That is a bench, which I do need to clear out of the way. But we should be able to do that. Can I shrink that down? There we go. Perfect. All right. Decent entryway. And a decent exit way as well. And we still have plenty of cash after we took out that little cheeky loan in the process too. Okay, let's get you open. How are we doing for power over here? Let's have a little look. Power distribution. Currently distributed power is 69. Nice. Very, very nice. How's my park rating looking? Gosh, it's looking pretty darn good. It's looking pretty darn good. 1 attraction for the next star. Yeah, I feel like it could be a flat ride. There is a chance that we could get something like a Pathos, an Iron Claw. Yeah, let's do a Pathos. Let's do a Pathos here. I mean, I am definitely going to get an additional roller coaster. And down goes the big... I don't know, what is it, like a big T thing? Sure. That's fine. Q. Nice short Q. That's good. Yeah, Pathos 3. That's it. It doesn't have enough power to open. It needs 55 power? Holy heck. Okay, well, we clearly need to do some generation stuff. We'll deal with that in just a second. But for now, plonk down a path right there. That's good. We can't open it yet, but that's okay. We can do that soon. A power generator. I would like a power generator. We'll put it down. Put it down here. Yep. And we will get that connected up. Fantastic. And is that good? That is good. We are up to 171 out of 240. So at least now we have increased our maximum capacity. And you, boom, get opened. Amazing. Okay, so we have shot right the way up. I don't think that's adjusted yet, actually. I think we should be on our 3rd star here. We're also about to crest beautifully 1,000 people, which is very nice. Power generator 1 is not accessible. Oh yeah, that needs to be connected up by a path, I think. Well, that's all right. We can quite easily do that, and I can... Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? I certainly don't want additional bits. If we're gonna have... if we're gonna have to have a path, then we're gonna make it the least visually intrusive that we possibly can. That's it's less visually intrusive, but I suppose it's still somewhat interesting. Anyway, right. 5 attractions for the next start. We are all the way up to 2. That is good. Park rating is looking nice. Pretty happy with that. We're all the way. We are over 1,000 people. This is crazy. This is great. And I would wager that we're still probably not making any money on my roller coaster. Yeah, well, that serves me right. That serves me right for making an ambitious roller coaster. Too ambitious, almost, in fact. Right, flumes. I would love to work on the flumes. And in fact, we can get the next level of flumes. Flumes 2. Yes, I think this is what we want. So it will unlock a blueprint, which I am interested in. But it's also going to unlock a blue custom coaster, which is what I am most interested in. That is this guy over here, the matte flume. But also the raft flume. Why stop at 1? Why not get 2? Okay. So... shared flume platform. Yeah, I am interested. Can I attach this here? I should be able to. We should be able to add it on, I imagine. There we go. That's exactly what we are after. And in fact, you know what? I'll get a second bit whilst I'm up here. Right, open flume start, transparent open, enclosed flume start. Let's do an enclosed flume start like so. Now, I'm mostly interested in the fancy bits. What have we got? An uphill water jet? What the heck? Okay. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Let's go down. Let's go down as much as we can. And just try and weave in amongst the existing flumes that we have, I suppose. There we go. Keep it real. Oh, that's gonna be fast. We're gonna get some good G's on this one. An uphill water jet. Do we want to go right up to the top? Kinda do, you know. Acceleration rate. Let's do it. Target speed, 15 miles an hour. Seems like quite a lot for... What's that? What's that do? That's an uphill water jet exit. Okay. Just go... Oh, do we need it? We need an exit. Okay, that's fine. Place it, and then go back to normal stuff. And then, ideally, we go up a little bit. Can we go up and corner a little bit? I think if we want to go around here, that'd be kind of cool. I doubt very much that'll work. Also, I'm probably thinking that we need to get like a wall over here just so that we are covered. Probably for insurance purposes more so than anything else. There we go. Looking good. And let's switch to the other... No. Let's go enclosed here. It's probably safer to be enclosed. And then go down and around. And keep it tight. Tuck it tight. There we go. Boom. 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 Don't go into the ground. Instead, we will go up, across, straight now, and just deposit into the pool, like right here. There we go. Nice. And then we get a flume end, and we'll just spit them out. Ooh. I don't know what that is. A deep run-out lane. No, we don't want that. We don't want that because we just want it to end in a pool. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Will that work? I guess we will see. Let's test it. Oh, it's fast. That's fast. That is fast. Whoosh. That is really fast. I mean, to be fair, we are in 2 times speed, but it's still very fast. It's quite nauseous. Although, I feel like it's quite exciting as well. Maybe turn down the turn down the speed a little bit. Target speed. Acceleration rate. Turn that right the way down. And then maybe give that another crack. See if that's any better. Yeah, I feel like that's actually much closer to tolerances. Still a bit nauseous though. You know what? I think we can risk it. I think we'll risk it. The price is going to be like 25 bucks. And in fact, if people are not willing to pay that much, then we will reduce it to something more appropriate. Okay, they're willing to pay 10 bucks. To be fair, I didn't really spend much on this coaster, did I? No. What's the issue with you? You need water? If you need water, then we can deal with that. It's too dirty and guests are having a negative experience. Ah, yeah, we need a water filter here, and I have yet to do that. And we should probably put the filter just down at the bottom here, and then we can just filter here. Yeah, we'll just filter there. And actually, the pool, holy cow, the pool is, yeah, 77% filtering. That seems fine. Pickpocketing, we're all right with. That's good. Yeah. Where are my guests? Where are my guests for this? Where are my guests for this operation? I feel like it should be. I feel like it should be a little bit more. Filtering. It's going to increase now, which is good. Flume dirtiness should be completely gone very, very soon indeed. Oh, there's like a real queue for this pathos over here. No idea why this is so unbelievably popular. I mean, check out some of the other rides for a change, maybe? This is looking so good. This is looking so good. This is looking so good. Little bit of a queue here. Many guests are tired. Make sure there's enough benches. Yeah, to be fair, there's lots of benches over at that side, but not many over here. But that's fine. How's my flume situation looking? Yesterday we had so much love for the fumes. The fumes? The flumes. But it just didn't. It's just all falling apart today. I don't know why there's not like a single person. There's not a single person here. Maybe it's because I changed the way that the path is. I did put a path like to go around the outside there, and it links up to the pool, which I don't think should be an issue. But I mean, it might be. Let's rework it a little bit. See if that makes any difference whatsoever. Okay, that's now linked back up to the main sort of thoroughfare, which may or may not make a difference. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's a little bit of a longer walk for the pool people to get to, but I mean, do I really care? Not really. I think we're okay with that. We're definitely making money though. I mean, we are without a shadow of a doubt in profit. We're 17 grand in profit. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, I gotta make a coaster. I gotta do it. We absolutely have to. Reversion. I mean, that's gonna cost me 35k. But it has the guarantee of being a probably decent coaster as opposed to something that I'm capable of making. Can we maybe make this here? We need like 35. We need 35k in the bank. Long time to be served at restaurant kitchen. To be fair, we only have a single restaurant, and now we're dealing with over 1,000 people. Man, this is looking so good. This is looking so darn good. Oh, a little bit of an uptick on the flume situation. Love to see it. Any daily stats on the big one over here? It looks like it is being taken though, so that's good. Projected daily income 590. It's increasing, and the lifetime profit should get there. Inner tube 1 is too expensive. If it's too expensive, then we will reduce it by a little bit. That's fine. We can afford to take a little bit of a hit. I am not super worried about that. I mean, it's definitely working. We're definitely making money. Park profit 20k. 20k on day 2. God, it does not get much better than this. It really, really doesn't. We got loads and loads of people coming to go to all of the different rides here. Oh man, this is just excellent. Right, well, folks, I think we're gonna wrap that one up right about there. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. I can't wait to play more. Oh, there's just so much to enjoy. Anyway, check out the game. Link down in the description below. A whole bunch of, as I say, updates that have been introduced since launch, since the start of the year. So yeah, definitely have a dive into Planet Coaster 2 if you're a big fan of roller coaster park management sim style games. Thank you very much to Frontier Developments for sponsoring this video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.